Hi there, hope you have a fantastic day today. This lesson I will teach you how to differentiate using Quotient Rule. Of course, there's a PDF file versions on the description below for you to download so you can work with me. Otherwise, let's go straight into it. So let's say we have a function y is equal to f of x over g of x. So the numerator is fx and the denominator is g of x. So to differentiate this, just think like y dash is equal to, so we differentiate the top, so that is f dash x. And then we times the bottom. After that, we differentiate the bottom, so g dash x. And then we times the top functions over the bottom function square. So g of x square. So that's all. So we differentiate the top times the bottom and minus differentiate the bottom times the top functions. And then we square the bottom functions. So let's do a couple examples. So let's say first one here. So to differentiate this, so we go differentiate the top. So let me just write this down first. dy dx or y dash. Okay. So we differentiate top functions. So that is this one here. So to differentiate 2x plus 5 will give me 2. So it is equal to 2. Then we times by the bottom function. So we times by 3x minus 7. But because it's more than one term, so we have to open and close brackets. So times by 3x minus 7. And then we differentiate the bottom function. So differentiate this. So 3x minus 7, we differentiate that, will give me 3. So we minus 3. And then we times the top function. So that is 2x plus 5. So then we over the bottom square. So which is 3x minus 7 square. So that's all. That's how you differentiate. But then we need to simplify. Now to simplify this, I need to expand the brackets first. Okay. And then I collect the like terms. So I just go 2 times 3 is 6, so 6x. So 2 times negative 7, so minus 14. And 3 times 2 is 6, but is negative 6, okay? So negative 6x. And negative 3 times 5, so that give me negative 15. There you go. So now I just write the denominator. So that is 3x minus the 7 square. So now just collect like terms on the numerator. So to do this, we have 6x here and minus 6x. So that's gone. So now we have negative 14 and minus 15. So 14 plus 15 is 29. So negative 29. So that is equal to negative 29 over 3x minus 7 or square. So there you go. Second one. Again, because we have to use quotient rule because one functions over the other. Okay, so we use quotient rule to differentiate. So we differentiate the top functions and then we times the bottom and then we minus differentiate the bottom, then we times the top. Okay, keep that in mind. So we write f dash x. So we differentiate the top functions. So this one here, so that give me 2x plus 5. So 2x plus 5. And then we times the bottom functions. So which is bracket this first, because it's more than one term, okay? So that's 3x minus 2. Now we need to differentiate the bottom function. So to differentiate this, 3x minus 2, to differentiate this will give me 3. So I minus 3 and then times the top functions. So that is x squared plus 5x minus 3. So there you go. So then we over the bottom function square. So just over 3x minus 2 or square. So there you go. So this is how you differentiate. But then we need to expand the brackets and then we simplify further, okay? So to do this, I just write this equal. So 2x times 3x is 6x squared. So 6x squared. And then 2x times negative 2. So that will give me negative 4x. So minus 4x. And then we have 5 times 3. So that means 15. So 15x. So plus 15x. And then 5 times negative 2. So that give me negative 10 or minus 10. Okay, minus 10. Now, this one now is negative 3 times x squared. So negative 3 times x squared is minus 3x squared. And negative 3 times 5x. So negative 3 times 5 is minus 15. So minus 15x. And minus 3 times negative 3. So that give me 9. So plus 9. There you go. So now I just go over 3x minus 2 all squared. So now I just collect the like terms. So the like terms are 6x squared and we minus 3x squared. So that will give me 3x squared. So equal to 3x squared. And now we have 15x and minus 15x. So it disappears. So we're left with minus 4x. Minus 4x. And we have negative 10 plus 9. So negative 10 plus 9 is minus 1. So we just write minus 1. And that's it. So that will be over 3x minus 2 all squared. So there you go. Part C. Again, we just need to follow the rules, okay? So we differentiate the top times the bottom minus differentiate the bottom times the top and then over the bottom square, okay? So let me just write f dash x first. So differentiate the top functions. So 6x minus 1 will give me 6. So 6. And then we times the bottom functions. So that is 3x minus 5 all squared. Now we need to differentiate the bottom functions. So the bottom function is y is equal to 3x minus 5 all square. Now to differentiate this, we need to use power angle trick. So we differentiate the power first. So y dash equal, the power is power of 2. So we bring the 2 down with minus 1. So 2 minus 1 is 1. So I just write the 2 down first. 3x minus 5 power of minus 1. So that give me 1. And then we differentiate the angle. The angle is this one here. Okay, we treat that as an angle. So 3x minus 5. So differentiate that will give me 3. So I just write times by 3. Now that will give me 6 3x minus 5. So there you go. So now I just write this down to differentiate the bottom. I already got that. 6 3x minus 5. And then we times by the top function. So that is bracket 6x minus 1. So I differentiate the bottom functions, give me this, and then we times by the first functions. So keep that in mind, okay? So now we just go over the bottom square. Now remember, a square will give me a to the power of 4 because 2 times 2 is 4. Remember, a power of n, power of m is equal to a power of n times m. So that will give me 3x minus 5 power of 4. Now we need to simplify. To simplify this, we just take out the common factor. So you can see this 6 is a common factor. And also, this power of 2 and this is power of 1. So we can take one of them out, okay? So that will give me equal to, so I take the 6 out first, and then we have another one. So 3x minus 5, also a common factor. So now we just divide. Okay, so 6 divided by 6, this one is gone. And then square, we divide by one of them. So you're still left with 3x minus 5, okay? And then minus So the 6 is gone. This one is gone as well. So leave with 6x minus 1. So what I did was I just take our common factor. Okay, remember that for me. So that will give me this. And it's over 3x minus 5 power 4. So there you go. So now I just simplify a bit further. So this one here, so 6, 3x minus 5. I just write this down. So now we have 3x minus 6x. Okay, so to give me negative 3x. So minus 3x. And we have negative 5 and minus becomes plus. So negative 5 plus 1 is negative 4. Over. So let me just move this up a bit. So that will give me 3x minus 5 power 4. And now you can see this one here, we can cancel with this, so leave with 3. That's it. So now what I do, I expand the brackets. So what I do, I go 6 times that, okay? So is equal to negative 18x. And 6 times negative 4, it gives me negative 24. Over 3x minus 5 power of 3. There you go. Please pause the video and try this one yourself. Hi, I'm back. How do you go? So let me go through it with you, okay? Before I do that, please do not forget to give me a thumb up and subscribe if you haven't done so you can help me to grow my channel. So let's get into it. First one. So we differentiate the top functions, we times the bottom, then minus differentiate the bottom times the top, and then over the bottom square, okay? That's the process. So dy dx or y dash, doesn't matter, is equal to differentiate top function, so 5x minus 6. So differentiate this will give me 5. So 5. And then we times the bottom, so which is 2x plus 5. And then we minus differentiate the bottom. So to differentiate this, it'll give me 2. So that is 2. And times the top function, that is 5x minus 6. And over the bottom square, so that is 2x plus 5 power of 2. There you go. So now what I do, I need to expand the brackets and I simplify, okay? So that is equal to, this time together, give me 10x. This time together, give me 25. And then negative 2 times 5 is minus 10, so minus 10x. And then negative 2 times negative 6, so plus 12. And that's over 2x plus 5 all square. There you go. So now I just simplify by collecting the like terms. So we have 10x and we minus 10x. That is gone. So now we live with 25 plus 12. So 25 plus 12 will give me 37. So that is equal to 37. So over 2x plus 5 power of 2. There you go. I hope you got it correct. Last one. So again, same process. We differentiate the top times the bottom minus differentiate the bottom functions with times the top. Okay, just keep that in mind. So let me write f dash x is equal to, so differentiate 3x squared. That will give me 6x. So write 6x. And then we times by the denominator. So that is 7x plus 1 square. Then we minus, we differentiate the bottom. So let me just write this out here. So y is equal to 7x plus 1 square. So differentiate this, y dash equal. So we use power angle trick. So the power is power of 2. So we bring it down and then we minus 1. So that becomes power of 1. So the 2 we bring down. So that will give me 7x plus 1. And then we times by the differentiate the angle. So we treat this as an angle. So differentiate that, give me 7. So let me just tidy this up. So that give me 14, 7x plus 1. So we just leave as it is, okay? So that will give me minus 14, 7x plus 1. And don't forget, we need to times the top function. So that is times by 3x squared. So that's over 7x plus 1 and squared again. That is power 4. Okay. So now what I do, so instead of expand and simplify, I take out common factors. Okay. That's easier. But before I do that, I'm just tidy up a little bit. Okay. So it makes it easier. So that equal to, so 6x, I just write this down, power of 7x plus 1 square, and 3 times 14 give me 42. And x squared, of course, and brackets 7x plus 1. And then over 7x plus 1 power of 4. Now, with the numerator at the top, if you like, we take our common factor for number 6 and 42. So common factor is 6. So I take it out first. So equal to 6. And for x squared and x, so I take the x out. And also, okay, for this square, and this is part 1, so common factor as well. So that is equal to 7x plus 1 is a common factor. So now, 6, I took it out, and x, I took it out from here. So power of 2, I took one of them out. So you live with 7x plus 1. Minus, so 42, I take out the 6, so that leave with 7. Because 42 divided by 6 is 7. And x squared divided by x is x. And this one, because I took it out already, so that left with 1. So that's it. So let me close this bracket. Over 7x plus 1 power 4. So that will give me 6x. 7x plus 1. And this one here, 7x minus 7, that is disappear and left with 1. So I just brackets 1 over 7x plus 1 to the power 4. Now we can see this one here, we can cancel with this as well. So that gives me power 3. So therefore, the final product is, so that is equal to 6x over 7x plus 1 power of 3. There you go. I hope you got all of them correct. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.